today on Bump, I thought I would tell you guys my top 6 mummy buys, things that I think are vital to get you through life as a mummy. I'll probably have a lot more to add to the list the further on I get into motherhood, but for now, these are my, I would say, ultimate top 6 picks. Number 1 is modelled here by my glamorous assistant Cooper, and it is the jumperoo. Excuse his snotty nose. You're not quite yourself, are you, today? Got a bit of a cold. So the jumperoo, some might call it the circle of neglect, others call it clever parenting. But this buys me at least half an hour of cleaning the kitchen time. Apart from now, obviously. As I was saying, so I put him in this, and I have been known to put a bit of Baby Bum TV on, and it gets him through the next half an hour whilst I get on with a few little jobs. Some people might think that's really bad parenting, but I actually just think it's educational TV. He's getting a nice little jump about. Win-win in my eyes. So next up is muslins. Now, muslins in general, yes, brilliant. They are probably like on my top 6, but sensory muslins in particular. So there's a brand called Etta Loves, but it's a business that was set up by a mum, and it's named after her little girl, I think. Her little girl's called Etta. Now her muslins are sensory, and what I mean by that, here is one of the muslins. Now this one's a double-sided one actually, and so when babies are born, they can only see in black and white. So these muslins are great for newborn babies to get their eyes working properly. I can't think of the way she explains it. Sensory, it's sensory, so I think it stimulates their eye development. I think that's it, or helps with their eye development. Now when Cooper was younger, I would lay him under his baby gym on his back. Obviously that was at the point where he couldn't move anywhere, and he'd lay under there for ages, and there'd be points where he'd start to get a little bit bored. So what I'd do is, I've got some bigger ones of these. This is just a little one, but I've got some bigger ones that I used to just drape over the top of the baby gym, and it would keep him entertained, and he'd just stare at the black and white shapes. And they're brilliant. So not only can you wipe up sick and other spillages, you can also help with your baby's eye development. Now the next thing on my list, I actually don't use quite as much anymore. This probably has done me really well for the last 7 months, and now Cooper just gets a bit bored in it because there's not a great deal to it. I think the problem with a lot of things with babies is that you feel like you are almost wasting your money because they grow out of things really quickly. But I think you just have to accept as a parent that is what happens. They grow out of toys, they grow out of clothes, they grow out of jumperoos. I'm sure there'll come a point where he's like, get me out of this right now. But that's just the way it is with babies. They just grow so fast. They're just growing so fast, mate. So yeah, the next thing, what I'm talking about is, I hope you can see this, the Baby Bjorn bouncer. This was amazing for me, absolutely amazing. You can probably tell by how kind of worn it is. It's got it's either 3 or 4 different heights. So as baby gets older, which I found out, I didn't realise Cooper's bum was hitting the floor because I had it on the lowest setting. You can get them in loads of different colours, and you can also get them in a different material that's a bit more breathable. It's got lots of little holes in it. And I used to carry this around, obviously without Cooper in it, carry it to whatever room I needed to be in, put Cooper in it, and he'd just sit quite happily in there. I'd give him a little toy to play with, or when he was really little, he'd just sit in there. And also, I found it really helpful when I was on my own and needed a shower. I'd put him in the bathroom with me, in there, knowing he couldn't escape, making him sound like a wild animal, knowing, you know, they couldn't fall out. And he would just sit happily in that whilst I had a shower. He's getting so active now, so the likelihood of him sitting still is minimal. So that would be another product, and like I said, it's probably lasts us till about 7 months, but really that's a long time. That's a long time to have somewhere for your baby to sit. So next up is something, oh, just a little burp from Cooper. It's something that I have had a lot of uses from. So it's by Phoebe Hug Me, I think. Just let me double check that. Yeah, Phoebe Hug Me, and it is my nursing pillow. It's a really big long tube, and it's filled with very fine beads, and I think I've probably talked about this before. So I used it when I was pregnant to support my bump in bed. She wants it. Oh, what's that? So when I was pregnant to support my bump, I used it after I'd had Cooper as a breastfeeding pillow. I used to tie it so it was like a donut and put it over me, or you could just lay it around you and then Cooper would lay on it. And because the beans are so fine, they just kind of mould into it, and it just holds them really well. You tighten kind of either end to change the firmness of it with these little kind of like silicone plates. I don't know what you call them, discs. And you can use them as a, well, we can, babies can use them, as you can see Cooper so perfectly demonstrating. It's a good assistant as a teether. Babies can just have a little chew on them. And also, don't know whether you can see this label on it. I don't know whether any other mums find this, but babies love labels. And this label in particular, because it's neon, is Cooper's obsessed with it. So yeah, that gives me a good 10 minutes, that label. See, you like a label? Oh yeah. Have a suck on that. Just in the mouth straight away. And also, since Cooper has been more active and been able to sit, I have sat him on the carpet and just, because he's still not fully able to sit without potentially falling backwards and cracking his head, I just put this in a ring around him and it protects him. So it has been really, really useful. It's a little bit pricier, but I really do think it is worth the money. It's worth the investment. And this grey sleeves, it comes in loads of different colours. This grey sleeve you can just take off and put it in the wash, which is perfect because I'm pretty sure mine's filthy right now, so please don't look too closely. But yes, it's brilliant, and I actually have been known to take it on long car journeys with me and just wrap it around me and sleep. Because on long car journeys, Cooper sleeps too, so it's prime mummy napping time, because Danny usually drives, bless him. Now next up is something else that is actually multi-purpose, I think. So this is by my expert midwife. I'm sure you guys have probably heard me talk about their Spritz for Bits, which is amazing. And I used it after I'd had Cooper to soothe down below, and it really did. This is their nipple balm. Oh, are you alright, mate? Oh, sorry, can you not quite reach that? There you go. What is it? Yeah. So this is their nipple balm, and it's 100% natural, mum and midwife approved, and it is great for nipples, but it is also great for lips, for dry bits of skin. I use it on Cooper. So Cooper sucks his hands and he gets really dry, sore hands. So I use it as a little bit of a barrier on his hands as well. So it's just a great one to have in your bag, ready for emergencies, sore nipples, sore lips, whatever. But yeah, even put it as a bit of highlighter if you want. But it's good. It's a very good. Is that a new noise? Yeah. So the last thing, and the thing that I'm sure you've all been waiting for, because I said at the beginning of the video it is my top mummy pick ever. It is. I can't bring it into shot because it's too big, so I'm going to explain it first. I can show you a little bit of it. Oh, there it is. I'll explain a little bit about it first, and then I'll show you how it works. But it is the Doudna. What is the Doudna, you may ask? Now, the Doudna is a pram and a car seat all rolled into one, and it is amazing. I cannot tell you how much I love this product. I have not been paid to say this. Now, I was given one. They did send me one for free, but I was under no obligation to use it, to, you know, promote it, nothing. I want to share my love for this with you guys because it's just brilliant. So basically, what happens is you press a lever, the wheels whip up into the seat, and it becomes a car seat, and you clip it in, you secure it with a seatbelt in the car. Now, this is brilliant for if you are traveling on a journey and you're going to be stopping at can't get my words out. If you're going to, because I'm so excited, going to be stopping at service stations, because all you need to do is get that car seat out, wheels come out, there you go, straight into the services. Rather than faffing around getting your car seat out or transferring baby to pram, which is a bit of a faff, putting your adapters on so you can put your car seat onto your pram base. And I use this as Cooper's only car seat. It's a lovely car seat. It's got all the features. It's a lovely pram. Now, I wouldn't recommend it if you're going off-roading because the wheels are only small. So I'd only recommend it, like, you know, for pavement journeys. But it is still a really, really good pram. It does not have a basket underneath. So we have this as our car seat and a pram if we are going, say, into central London. It's so light, really easy to carry up and down stairs. And then if we're going, you know, somewhere like to the countryside, somewhere where we might be going over grass or on really long walks with the pram, then we'll use our bigger pram. But I honestly couldn't love this pram anymore. Now, I'm going to show you how it works. This baffles taxi drivers. The amount of taxi drivers that have pulled up to me with the Doudna as a pram and gone, oh no, sorry love, we can't take you, we've not got a car seat, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, you just watch. And they are mesmerised. The amount of taxi drivers that have actually got out of their taxis to come and have a look to see how it works. It also comes with a seat protector. However, the wheels do not touch the car seat. So I don't tend to use the seat protector, but it's there. Yeah, that's what Cooper thinks to it. He said basically there, it's really cool. So I'm just gonna show you how it works. I'm gonna shut up talking, show you how it works. I'm sorry for the weird camera angle, but I'm on my own and I couldn't for the life of me work out how to shoot this. Still be close to camera and get everything in. So I'm gonna have to do it bent down like this. I'm such a novice. Right, so here is the Doudna. Now this is it in pram form. Wheels out. I'm gonna have to do this. The handle goes up. So this is handle at full height, and I'm pretty tall, so and as is, well, Danny's not particularly tall for a man, but Danny's 5'10", and it's like perfect height for him. It's hip for him. Sorry, sounded really northern then, which isn't a bad thing, is it, eh? Yeah, so that's it fully extended, and it's just a nice little pram. This is the inside of it. It's got a nice soft little headrest. It did come with, I think, a bit more padding. Yeah, it did. More padding in it for when he was much smaller, which we don't need it anymore. And it's got little straps, really simple and easy. And you use this to tighten the straps. And then basically, I'm actually breathless because I'm so excited about it. To make it into a car seat, this is what you do. So you press your handle down and move your handlebar into this position. I feel like I'm on like QVC or something. And I'm gonna have to stand up to do this bit, so sorry, you're gonna get a crotch shot. There is a lever at the back here. You press in the lever and ta-da! It goes into a fully functioning car seat. Isn't it amazing? And on that note, I'm done. That's it. I'm exhausted with all the excitement. But yes, so they're my top 6 picks. I hope you enjoyed. There is obviously many more things that I love and I'll be sharing with you in the future. But for now, I think those 6 can keep you going. But join me next week for my next episode of Bump. Thanks guys, bye! Thanks so much for watching Bump. If you want to watch the playlist, then click here. And if you want to watch last week's episode, then click here.